Hi, this is Charlie with Alpha Lacrosse, and today we're going to be teaching you how to string up a high pocket on your Alpha Beta head.
So to start out, you're going to want to take your piece of mesh out of the packaging and you're going to want to stretch it out so you get a nice deep pocket when you start stringing it and it won't be too tight. And then you're going to want to take this first 9-diamond row and fold this diamond over onto the next 9-diamond row and do that all the way down so you get this nice crease on the top of the mesh. And then you can pull it tight and make sure it stays folded right there. So you're going to take your top string at first and you're going to make a knot, just a regular knot, pull it through, and then you're going to take the string and come through this hole one more time just to make it a little bit thicker so that the hole won't have the knot slip through. You're then going to take the opposite end of the string. You can take a lighter and just burn the sides of the string a little bit and just melt it, and then take your fingers and pull like that to give it a nice tip. So that way you're going to have a nice hard surface to be pushing through the holes. Take the piece of string that you just tipped and this left of the 9-diamond row, go through the second hole on the head, come up through the bottom of the mesh, and then back around to this hole again, and then pull it through. And you're going to then come back up through that hole again, and you're just going to make a little lasso and pull the mesh tight to the side of the head, and that'll anchor it nice and tightly there. You want to make sure you keep it taut the whole time. And you're going to grab the string, and you're going to come up into the first sidewall hole of the head, under and through the bottom of this next piece of mesh on the 9-diamond row. Make sure it's all taut. You're going to go through, pull it taut, and have it nice like this, have a knot there. Then you're going to take this string, come back down through that same hole you just came out of, then come up through the top string hole, and back through that loop that you just made doing that. You're just going to make sure you have it tight the whole time and pull it down just like that. You should anchor it down. Next, you're going to skip this next hole of mesh and come to this 4th diamond, come through the top string hole, back through the hole, and do the same thing again as you did to that second 9-diamond hole. Pull it nice and taut again. You can kind of pull the mesh over to make sure you're getting each diamond centered under that top string hole, because your goal is to have this 5th diamond right under the middle of the head. Then you're going to pull this one taut, come back down, come back up through the hole right here, pull this one down again, get it nice and tight. Alright, and then we're just going to do the same thing again. Skip one hole, come to this next top string hole, down, back up through the mesh, pull it through, pull it nice and tight, center the diamonds, back down through that same diamond hole, up through the top string hole, and through that loop. Now we're going to do that one more time. Come down this last piece of mesh and just straight through that second sidewall hole, pull it through, and you come back over into that last diamond again, and then just wrap the string around right into this hole, pull it through, and you can pull it tight, and you'll anchor that piece of mesh to the sidewall again to keep the whole top string tight to the top of the head. And then, just like that first knot we started with on the top string, just gonna make a knot, come through, then you get a little tighter, come around again, pull it through the hole, and then tie it off. And that'll make sure that this top string knot doesn't slip through that hole.
So after we finish our top string for the high pocket, we're going to go into the sidewall. We're going to take our sidewall length and do just a regular knot, but then we're going to come back through that loop again to make it nice and thick so it doesn't slip through the hole. Pull it nice and tight. Then we're going to take the opposite end. We're first going to go through this next sidewall hole after our top string and up through the bottom of that first 10-diamond row. We'll pull that all the way through. And then we're going to come back around to that same sidewall hole and back up through that 10-diamond row. Alright. Then pull that piece of mesh tight to the side of the head. Now we're gonna skip one sidewall hole, come to this next one, come in from the outside, up through that next 10 diamond row, then pull it up and taut to the side of the head. And keep pressure on that knot. Skip one more sidewall hole, come to this one, and then do the same process, doing an interlock with each following 10 diamond row. And pull it nice and tight. Now, because we want a high pocket, we want to start loosening the mesh up. So we're going to do a 1. So we're going to come through the bottom of this next 10 diamond row, pull all the way through while keeping it tight. Then we're going to skip a sidewall hole and go into that next one again. This will start giving us our pocket a little bit by loosening up the channel. The next, we're going to do a 2. So we're going to come through the bottom of the next 2 10 diamond rows. We're going to pull that all the way tight and kind of bunch it up together. And then we're going to do another skip that hole and come in through. Pull it tight. And we're going to repeat that process again, doing a 2 where we skip a sidewall hole. Go 1, 2, pull all the way through, bunch the mesh up together, and go through the second sidewall hole after. That's going to keep our pocket nice and high on the head. Now we're going to keep doing 1s down the rest of the head. We're going to go through the bottom of the hole, around the sidewall, pull it tight. We're going to do another through the bottom of the 10 diamond row, skip a hole, pull it tight again, and now we're going to come through the top of this next 10 diamond row, come through this last sidewall hole from the inside out, pull that tight, and then we're just going to do a knot on it to make sure the string stays tight throughout the head. Cool. So we're going to start with one of those thick knots on the end of one of our bomb strings again. And we're going to come up to the second bomb string hole and then down this first one. We're going to pull that all the way through, make sure the knot doesn't come out. Then we're going to come up through this 9 diamond row after the last 10 diamond row we used. And then we're going to go skip 3 diamonds and come down the 5th row. Pull that down. We're going to come up the 3rd bomb string hole. Pull that through. And then come back through that 2nd bomb string hole that we started with. And come down out through it this time. So it'll work like this. Now we're going to come back up through that same 5th 9 diamond row, and then out, skipping 3 diamonds again, and down. Then we're going to come in through the 4th bomb string hole, pull it through. And then this 3rd hole, we're going to come back out of. Just kind of push it through. And then you're just going to tie a knot. And that concludes our tutorial for the high pocket on our beta head. I'd recommend this pocket for attackmen or defensemen who like to carry the ball with both hands on their stick, or even middies who like to shoot a lot. And thanks for joining us with Alpha Lacrosse. We'll see you next time.